Police just made the report yesterday on Wednesday. And here, let me pull it up. It is one of the biggest bank robberies or just robberies in LA history.
Really?
Yeah, it happened on Easter Sunday. I know they're sweeping it under the rug.
I literally have not heard about this at all.
Well, one might say we're breaking the story here today. All right. If I can get it. Bear with me, bro. Okay, here it is. In LA's largest cash heist. So I guess it's not a bank robbery, cash heist. Burglars steal as much as $30 million in elaborate operation. And what's really wild about this isn't they didn't go to a bank. They didn't do anything like that. In the largest, I was wrong. It's the largest cash heist in LA history. Thieves made off with as much as $30 million in Easter Sunday. The burglary occurred Sunday night at a facility in Slimar, which is like very far north. Where
Sylmar?
Sylmar.
That's like right here, dude. That's like in the valley.
Yeah. That's like what, 40 minutes though?
Yeah. 40 minutes with traffic. In my car, I'll be there yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. So quick for you, long for me. Where cash for businesses across the region is handled and stored. So pretty much, the thieves were able to breach the building as well as the safe where the money was stored, and they broke in through the roof. So pretty much what happened...
Yo! Do you think this was an inside job?
Oh, for sure had to be an inside job.
Because they haven't caught him, have they?
They haven't caught him, and what they say is like, no one should know that the cash was being stored here because it's like a very unassuming warehouse in the valley, right? And specifically in that warehouse, it was one safe within the warehouse. And the way they broke in, they didn't go through the front to like bolt cut doors. They didn't go through the back or windows or anything like that. They literally cut a hole in the roof and straight up like a movie, rappelled down, broke into the safe, stole the money, the $30 million, and got out of there. So they must have known like security alarms on doors and windows, when the people when security was patrolling.
No, so we didn't know that. No, sorry. They probably did not know that themselves.
Wait, they didn't know.
They didn't know that
the security protocols, or like why did you say guessed. We though?
I guess
I'm getting confused on we.
Not we. It wasn't. I completely slipped up, but they didn't know about the security stuff.
Oh, they didn't. So it was kind of like dumb luck, is what you're saying.
Was straight luck. Like that. That was the one thing they didn't know.
Yeah, I was more saying dumb.
No, it was actually
dumb luck.
No, it was pure luck.
Interesting take, Kia.
Yeah, that's just my take. My take on it was they had no clue.
But isn't that wild that like it is one of the biggest cash heists in LA history, and it's pretty much unreported. Like I didn't know about it.
Dude. I paid them not to. They probably paid.
Yes, yeah.
No, that's crazy. $30 million.
30 mil. And
what was the whole thing Armand was saying about 1 month? What's the whole month?
Oh, the year. That's like, that's the time frame where people can charge you for a crime. But I'm pretty sure it's 7 years for grand theft, right? Yeah. So if they don't catch you in 7 years,
you're good.
You're chilling.
That's like tax fraud, right? Like don't tax. Doesn't the IRS have 7 years?
Yeah. Oh wait, dude.
I think the IRS has 7 years to audit you, and if they don't, you're good.
Oh yeah. It's pretty much the statute of limitations is about 7 years for everything except murder, which is a little longer. No. I think murder's like 10.
No way.
Or maybe 20. Wait, what? Why are you looking at me like that? Actually, matter of fact, the way you look at me kind of made me uncomfortable.
Oh, interesting. So 7 years, nothing happens. These guys are just good.
Scot-free. They're good to go. Yeah.
So they could just keep it.
Yeah, pretty much. And also I don't know. Armand, you might want to look this up. I don't know if it's 7 years if no convictions have happened, or if it's 7 years even with a conviction, because it might be different if there's a conviction that happens and then 7 years pass, they're still able to press charges.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably what's going to happen then.
Yeah, or something like that. But I don't know. It could be 7 years. If they know you, they press charges or whatever, and after that 7 year period, if they can't. No, it can't be that.
Wait, you're telling me there's no video anything? Is there video of this?
They don't. Well, I mean, in the article I read in the police report, they were just like, it's ongoing. So
that's interesting.
Sounds like they don't have, like, I feel like they would have released video footage by now and been like, hey, if you know these people, there's a cash prize to turn them in, you know, stuff like that.
I wonder how low key you could be after taking $30 million.
Probably pretty low key, honestly. I mean,
but I'm saying, like, I'm sure people are going to start like, hey, wasn't Jeff like eating McDonald's every other day? And
oh yeah, well,
this, that, now he's.
I mean, that's the thing. They said in the plea, they were like, these people are professionals. Like, this is not their first rodeo. They knew exactly how to get in, get out, unseen.
Kind of like they've done it before.
Yeah, exactly. So
interesting. I wonder how many people are in on it. Probably a lot.
Probably a lot. I am sure they're doing deep, like just pops into the screen. They're doing deep investigations on everyone that's even associated with the warehouse right now, where they're just like, hey, where were you? Also, who are your friends? Also, do you know these people?
It's kind of like have you seen the whole thing with Target where like, is if you're stealing from Target, they won't stop you until it reaches a certain number?
No, I
didn't know about that. I don't know what that number is, but there's a certain number that you could like rob Target for like years straight. And they see you every time. So there's no like getting around it.
Right.
It's just they're counting how much worth of product you're getting. And once it reaches that certain threshold, that's when they'll arrest you that day.
That's so interesting.
It's interesting, dude.
So it's like, if you steal $900 worth, they're like, whatever, we're going to catch him at grand theft, like $1,000.
But once it's, even if you stole $999, the next day you take a pack of gum, that's when they'll get you. Wow. For everything that they've been holding on to, you know?
It's actually pretty smart. That way it's not like a slap on the wrist. You know?
But you've been doing this.
Well, yeah, they have footage of you doing it. And also it's a more serious crime. So you can't just get that slap on the wrist or whatever, you know?
Here, dangle that more towards you.
Yeah.
You ever spoken to a mic before?
It's the first time, actually, yeah. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen the clip of the bank robber falling out of the ceiling into the trash can and the cops are waiting for him?
No. Armando, do you know what that one is?
Mondo, let's pull it up, baby. Pull it up. It's literally outside the bank. You know where the stalls are? The whatever bank stuff? The drive-through bank area.
Yeah.
Where that has the thing where you put your card in and get money out, whatever. It's like one of the things moves and the cops are there and the dude just falls into the trash can. If I'm not wrong, I think that's what happened. So let's pull it up.
I like how you're like, let's pull it up. You give him no prior context before we're talking about it. Armando, like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I wonder how many, are there bank robberies that happen that just don't get resolved?
There have to be. I mean,
at this scale?
Oh no. Well, yeah, actually. Well, speaking of which, they mentioned it in this article.
That it's happened before?
Well, they said the second biggest was in, I think, 2022.
Oh, so this happens like every year.
No, not the huge ones like that.
Come here, Layla. I wonder what you have to like go through before that day. You know what I mean? Because I saw this video of this guy talking about robbing like a store, a regular store, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, he would show up there every single day for like a year.
Huh.
Make a relationship with the guy working there, kind of like as a customer.
Yeah.
A jewelry store. And just like get to know the guy, get to know when the trash guy's coming, get to know when all this stuff happens.
Oh, interesting.
So that when the day of happens, he already has all this planned out. I wonder how, like, that's a jewelry store. Like, I wonder what a bank, you know, like,
yeah,
with the security of a bank.
I guess it wasn't a bank. Okay, here's another good one. So they go on to say, in LA at least, the prior largest cash robbery, so cash, was in 1997. They stole 18.9 million from a former site of just a bank. Those behind the incident were eventually caught. So that crime got solved. But okay, 2 years ago, this is the one I was referring to, July 11th, 2022. There was a multi-million-dollar heist of jewelry from a Brinks Big Rig, which is, that's a bank, Brinks, at a Grapevine truck stop. As much as $100 million in jewels and valuables were taken from the truck. In this case, thieves made off with the goods at 3 a.m., stuffing more than 20 large bags with jewelry and other gems, items, blah, blah, blah. How they did it was one of the drivers, because it was like an overnight thing, right? They were an overnight haul. One of the drivers was sleeping in the back, like it was sectioned off, right?
Yeah.
And the other one was eating like their lunch or whatever in like an IHOP.
Oh,
And they did it. The heist occurred during a 27-minute window in which one driver slept in the vehicle's sleeper berth and another ate a meal in the Flying J at a sprawling truck stop just off the Interstate 5, whatever. So super like just, in the middle of nowhere. The crime remains unsolved.
wow.
So they just made off with 100 mil.
Wow, dude. Do you want to see this video?
Oh, yeah. Hit it.
Can they see it too, Armand? Yeah, you see that, dude?
How did they know he was going to be there?
Look at this, dude. This is
Oh, there's a
great.
second person.
That must suck, dude. Imagine.
You go through all that trouble.
I wonder if the guy set the trash can there for himself to get in.
Had to.
Does the trash can really break your fall that much?
No.
But yeah, that's great. That was hilarious. Like the dude just literally.
Dude, why would you? That's so. I mean, they had to have known he was going to be popping out right there, right?
Oh, you're right. How did they know you were just going to come out there?
Yeah.
They're probably like, what is this trash can doing? Right,
Right in the middle of like the bank deposits. Weird.
yeah. No, that had to have been it. But like, all right, let's just sit here.
They're like, this is interesting.
Yeah. All right.